Color My Spirit Wellness. Meeting Samantha Heston today. Sammi is hosting a really awesome fairy hair party at Color My Spirit Wellness. Let's see if we can get that. Ooh. But aside from these awesome parties that she throws with fairy hair and everything, Sammi's actually really a magical person. So I wanted to catch her a little bit before her event today, coming through the doors, see if she's here at Color My Spirit Wellness so we can talk to her and get to know her a little bit more and what she's all about and how she supports the community. Sammi is our Akashic Records Reader. She's trained in energy, and she, of course, does fairy hair and puts beautiful colors into everybody's hair. So we're here with Sammi now today.
Thank you.
Hi! That's awesome. We're just going to get set up here.
Hope everybody's having a great day.
Yeah. So are you excited for your event?
I am. Today we're doing a fairy hair party at Color My Spirit from 4:30 to 7:30. It'll probably go a little bit longer, rocking out, partying with the fairies. But now I'm super excited and ready for everybody to come on down and have a good old time. So.
Oh, that's wonderful. So I wanted to meet with Sammi today because I wanted her just to really explain all the goodness that she provides for the community. So Sammi, if you could just give us a little bit background of your trainings, how you envision yourself currently and in the future showing up for the community, I think that'd be really helpful because I think a lot of people, when you do these parties, they know that you're really great with the fairy hair and you do hair, but there's so much more depth to you. So if you want to explain.
Well, I got into Reiki healing. That was my number one. I did that with Bobby, who also works at Color My Spirit as well. After Reiki healing, I got into Akashic Records with a beautiful, her name is Izzy. She currently works at Solely Holistic, but she taught me the Akashic Records and how to tap into that. And ever since I did that, it was like a light bulb that turned on. Even when you go more and more down the road with these modalities and learning this, what it opens up to yourself, and others, it's beautiful. I mean, one of my favorite things is being able to heal, being able to give somebody, even somebody, for example, people that have crossed over and passed, and stuff that I'm able to communicate with them. I'm able to sit down in meditations and tap into that type of source and give people the clarity that they need, or the messages that, they are meant for at that time, at that time, in that universe. But no, getting more into that, and then getting more into, I'm actually doing a lot of classes. Art is one of definitely my forte. Creativity, what it opens up for the brain and the people, it's so healing. And so what I've gotten more into is I wanted to teach these art classes, and it's not just, we're going to do a painting. Like this first one that I've got coming up on 27th of this month, September, is a manifesting box. And you'll get to paint your manifestation box and everything, decorate it. But what I'm going to be able to give you is teaching people how to use these boxes, what manifestation is, how to use it, who to call. When I mean that, I mean like my Archangel Michael or Raphael, or Metatron even. These are angels, tapping into these people, calling upon them, being like, hey guys, help me out, with whatever situation in your life or what things you're going for. I could teach you how to do that, how to grab onto that and apply that with your life, where it's not just, hey, let me try this and see how it goes. I'm going to help you do that where you make it a habit in your life. And in creating that habit, it creates more positivity for you. And that's one of the biggest things that I want to do. It's healing. Like, this is my calling. I know this, and I've never been more happier doing a job. Like, I've been doing hair for 12 years. That was my first calling of and understanding the people, the communication. But ever since then, everything's kind of added to it, where it's fairy hair, and then later down the road, Reiki healing, Akashic Records, energy work. It's what you can build and what you can create. I mean, to be honest, I've got into this officially about a year and a half, and I mean, in such a short period of time, it's like, I feel like I've done this my whole life, but you're being retaught, because everybody has these superpowers and these creativities and these abilities, just being reminded of how to do it.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful. So I know one of the questions that I receive a lot of is, what's the difference between, and I think you can help us with this, Sammy, Akashic Records versus getting a reading versus tarot cards versus intuition versus maybe mediumship. So could you give us a little bit more depth into, what kind of information are you able to glean from the Akashic Records? Like when someone comes to you for that specific type of session, what is that like? So.
Yeah. Well, for Akashic Records, that's more of me helping you understand your team, your healing team, you know, who's behind you. What the Akashic Records is, it's a meditation where you are tapping into source. You're tapping up in the heavens, basically up there, and you're going to this big, beautiful library that is the library of everybody's souls, your books. Everybody has a book that is in this library, and what I'm able to do is help get you there into this meditation, and you're able to see your team. You're able to experience that, and I'm getting chills just talking about it. It's great. But being able to do that, and then when we're in the Akashic Records, I'm able to ask your team, and Archangel Metatron, he's a big one in the Akashic Records. He's the holder of the library, but we're able to ask them, hey, can I get his book or her book, whoever I'm doing this meditation with. And when I do this meditation, we're able to read this book of your life. And it's not just this life, it's your past lives, all of your past life. This is your book, your sole purpose book of life, is what it is. And everything's in there. And what's beautiful about it is you can change things. You can heal things. You can cut cords while you're in there from, past, present, and future. And just being able to do that to unlock yourself, because all you're doing is you're healing, because that's most of the time when people go into the Akashic Records, that's what they want to do. They want to heal themselves. They want to find something out in their life or past lives and things like that. But yeah, Akashic Records are a lot of fun for sure.
That's wonderful. And I was just wondering too, with knowing all that and being able to access that sort of information, sounds like past life information about your soul, that's ancient probably information, in different aspects. How have you applied that, I guess, in your own life, or how do you feel like that type of information has helped you? Has it maybe helped you grown into the person you are right now?
For sure.
Or are there other examples you can give us with that kind of, or accessing that kind of information?
Honestly, accessing that information in the Akashic, I don't know if you notice, even now when I'm talking about, my eyes are closed, because tapping into that, it's so powerful. Like, for example, I did a speech or a talk about Akashic Records, and there was maybe 20 people in the audience, and when I started talking about the Akashic Records and tapping in, I had to literally pause at one point, because I was taken back, because all of a sudden it wasn't just the 20 people that were in front of me, it was a stadium of people. It was literally everybody's spirit team. And I was like, holy, how do you, how do you compute this, But once I got my bearings back, I was able to, explain things and get that out. But in my everyday life, tapping into this, yes, I see it 24/7, to be honest. I could be standing by a stranger, and I'm not that I'm meaning to, it's what I see. And I see tons of their team, people, especially people that are trying to give them messages and stuff. I will see that, and say, but the thing about it is you have to want to know. You have to have the permission. I'm even learning this. I can't just come up to somebody and be like, hey, your grandmother says hello, or something crazy, or, that's not in this world in a sense. I have to be like, hey, there is a message. Would you like to receive this? And then that's when you say yes or no, and then I would give that to you. Or you just, want to come to me, and I'm able to open this up for you too. But yeah, so.
Oh, that's beautiful. And so also, I know that another aspect of what you offer the community is through cards, is it tarot, oracle cards?
Yeah.
So how does that work? Does that mix with the Akashic Records readings that you provide, or is that a separate service, or can it be all of the above?
It is a separate service. It is a little bit different. I do oracle cards, which are focused on more of angels, angel and light, work and readings. Also, the other deck that I do is the original tarot deck. It is a regular deck of playing cards, and I'm able to give messages through that. I did my research later down the road because I learned it in high school how to do that. At first I thought it was like a parlor trick because of how ironic everything was right, as I was doing it. And later down the road I did my research and I found out the gypsies were the first tarot card holders, and they communicated through, when they were traveling through places, they would put cards on mantles or messages and leaving messages for the other gypsies and stuff, and how it was kind of created. And of course it started, again with people saying, come get your fortune, there's a regular tarot deck, a regular deck of cards. So that's what I tap. So I'm old school. I tap into that, but doing that and giving that to somebody, it's more of, whenever I do those readings, I feel like it's more of questions here on this plane. Yes, your past life reading can get into it, but I feel like this is the surface more of what people want to know now in this realm when I do those cards readings. So.
Oh, beautiful, yeah. Beautiful. And I know that you do a lot, Sammy does a lot of coaching too. That's another service that she provides the community. So how does that mix in? Do you if someone's a coaching client, would they show up and you would customize a plan for them with the modalities you're trained in? Is there a certain process you bring them through? Maybe just elaborate a little bit on that, and I'm sure it'll be an evolution too.
Yeah.
So.
And honestly, it depends on the person that kind of comes in. What I kind of call myself is a therapist without the medication. You're free spirit, free will, and you can come in and see me, and it's not like, hey, let's ask all these 21 questions about your whole life. It's people don't want to do that. They just want to heal. So I am giving people to come in the ability to come in my room and literally just heal, talk about what they need to talk about, get out what they need to do, and stuff. And what I use is the tools that I've been taught and what I have learned. And like I said, every person is different of how, when they come in. Sometimes I'll do card reading, and then all of a sudden it will turn into a Reiki healing session. Or somebody will come in for Akashic Records, and then at the end we'll do fairy hair. It's just, honestly, when we go in, the space, the meditation space, it's kind of how they want to bring out your inner child, how you want to heal in that way, those modalities and stuff.
Oh, that's beautiful. So it does sound like it's kind of customizable to each person, what energy they need, what they're bringing into, if they want to bling up their hair a little bit too, and also just, energy work too. I know that is a big thing for you as well. So I'm just going to ask you a question. As you as an individual, Sammy, what is your vision for the future? Like, what is your hopes, wishes, and wants for humanity and for yourself even? So you think on that for a little bit and share with the community.
Yeah. Well, I've already been manifesting super hard. Honestly, I want to get so big where I can come to you, Sarah, and be like, let's get a center, like a doctorate, humongous building where we can create this, and it's a doctor's office, but it's a spiritual doctor's office where we're able to give the more natural things to people, and the healing modality, the energy work, the meditations, the hypnotherapy, the Reiki healing, all of that, being able to do that, even situations with trauma, bring it, talking with loved ones that have passed, all that type of modalities. There's so much more. So much more. But that's eventually really my goal. Is I love working in teams. That's why I love Color My Spirit. All the people that I've met, it's not just, it's family, the creation of it. But yeah, my biggest goal is just to work, because when you work with people, you're climbing that ladder together, and growing and growing and growing. And that's what I want to do. I want to grow and connect and heal.
That's so beautiful. Well, thank you, Sammy, for joining us today, sharing with the community, some of your gifts that you have to provide to support what people can contact you for, aside from the beautiful art that you do with people's hair. Is there anything else that you'd like to leave us with, or a message for the collective out there, for humanity, that you'd like to add to that beautiful vision too for the future? If it's just one word, it could be one word. If it's some messages coming through, I'd like to just give you that.
Honestly, there was a phrase that I learned when I was young, and it stuck with me for life. And it's, don't look at who you are now, but look at who you could become. And that's the biggest thing. And look at it as a positive outlook. And another thing is, one more thing, don't look at the past or the future. Enjoy the right now. Right now is the most important. And we all seem to miss that because we're all worried sometimes the past drama or just the future of what's going to come. Try to live right now. And it will be great, I promise.
Oh, that's so beautiful. So I'd like to take this time to thank Sammi for being live with us, to share her amazingness, her beauty, her goddess energy with the community. You want to just mention what's going on tonight before we go?
Yeah, the fairy hair party at Color My Spirit from 4:30 to 7:30, 8 o'clock. And yeah, come on down, even if you want to come and put some face jewels on, and I've got some arts and crafts going, and color station. So even if you just want to swing by and hang out and see Color My Spirit, we're more than welcome. Come on down.
And you got some snacks too.
Oh yeah, snacks
too. So if you're
too.
hungry, and is it kid friendly?
Yes, definitely kid friendly. I have my daughter here. She's hosting the arts and crafts for everybody. So yes, bring your children. More the merrier.
Oh, beautiful. All right, one more hug.
Yes,
thank you, Sammi. We love you having you here with us.
Love you.
So if you have any questions for Sammi, please reach out. You can reach out, find her on the Color My Spirit Wellness site under practitioners. You can also reach out to her site if you know her. Hit her up on social media. She's very accessible. Or just come out tonight and meet her in person, and look for more of her events coming to you soon. So, all right, take care.